Hi, I'm meteorologist Mary Mays, and boy, was it busy. A busy night for the West Coast and for Hawaii due to tsunami warnings and watches and advisories. It was intense, but we are starting to get some data in and getting a look at what actually happened, and we do have some numbers for Hawaii. Okay, so this shows the wave crest or the tsunami wave heights in Hawaii, and so far the highest or the tallest recorded was 5.7 feet in Maui. And you might think, well, that's really not that impressive, but you got to remember that tsunami waves and just your typical wind-driven waves are completely different. And here's how they're different. So wind waves just kind of usually crash on the beach. Sometimes they can lead to some flooding, but usually they don't because they're kind of circular. Whereas tsunami waves, they're caused by something other than wind. They're completely different in terms of the physics, and it's basically a wall of water that moves onto land and kind of rushes in, causing all that flooding, and it can be really, really bad, as we've seen from past examples. So we're still learning about what happened and who's seen what, and so far it doesn't look like it was as bad as it could have been, which is really wonderful. However, we're going to start to see more images from Hawaii as the authorities get out on the beaches later this morning. It's still very early there, still before sunrise. So I'm going to keep you updated, but just know that tsunami waves and wind-driven waves are just two completely different things. So while a 5.7 foot wind-driven wave really isn't anything to write home about, a 5.7 foot tsunami wave is very different and can cause a lot more damage.